Hello everyone. Today we'll learn about checks and types of checks. Okay. So in the previous video we had learned about vouchers. Okay. What was a voucher? It was a legal evidence that you have paid the money and the shopkeeper has received the money. Okay. Now today we'll learn about checks. So what is a check? A check is a written unconditional order signed by the account holder directing a specific banker to pay on demand certain sum of money only to the person named therein or to the bearer. So what does it basically say? It is a written unconditional order. Okay, so it is written form, therefore it is said written. Unconditional order meaning it does not depend on any event. Okay, so for example, if I say that if certain and certain event happens, then only I will pay the money. It's not like that. Okay, for example, if you say that you go to a shop and you pay money, so that is conditional order. Okay, the shopkeeper says if you take some product from my shop, then only you have to pay money. Okay, so that is conditional order. Here it is unconditional order. Okay, here there is no event occurring. Okay, without any event occurring you can pay the money. For example, if your parents need money for monthly usage, then you can pay the money. Okay, it's not like it depends. Okay, I'll pay in February, I will pay in August, I will not pay in other months. It's not like that. No, you have to pay in every month. Okay, then it is signed by the account holder. So suppose if I am the account holder, if the account is mine, is like no, the account holder's name is mine. So Anandita Nunis, then that check is valid only when it is signed by me. Okay, if I don't sign it, then the bank will immediately reject it. Okay, it directs a specific banker to pay on demand. So I go to a particular bank with a particular check. Okay, so I request a bank, I demand the bank to pay the money. Okay, it's not like no, I will pay the money. You have to pay the money because I am paying the money through via a bank. Okay, basically I am only paying, but where is the money kept? From where it should be paid? It should be paid from the bank. Okay, so therefore it is a order. It directs the banker. That is, suppose if I go to State Bank of India, then that banker will be State Bank of India. Okay, so that banker has to pay the money on demand. Okay, so if I go, you have to pay the money right now. Okay, so the bank has to process the payment right now itself. Okay, so it is on demand. It has to pay certain sum of money. So on the check, if you all know, I hope you all know that a certain amount is written. Okay, 5,000, 10,000, 1 lakhs, whatever. That amount is written. So that amount, that particular sum should be paid. Okay, only to the person named therein or to the bearer. Okay, so uh, the name of the payee is written, that is to whom the money is supposed to be paid is written on the check. Okay, so the bank should pay the money to that payee or the bearer means the holder of the check. Okay, so suppose I am holding the check physically, I am holding the check, then the payment should be made to me. Okay, or depends on the check. If it allows, if it does not allow to pay the money to the bearer, that is me, then it should be paid to the payee. Okay, that is the name of the person written on the check. That we'll learn now. Okay, now before we dive into the types, we need to know who are the parties in the bank, in the check, and what are the contents in the check. Okay, so without that we will not understand the types. So who are the parties? The parties are drawer, that is person drawing the check. Okay, then the drawee, the bank on whom the check is drawn. Okay, and the payee whose favor the check is drawn. So the drawer, suppose I am the account holder, I am signing the check, so I am the drawer. Who is issuing the check? Who is drawing the check? I am drawing the check, so I am called the drawer. Okay, drawee is the bank name. So I go to bank, State Bank of India. So State Bank of India will be drawee. Okay, via whom the payment is being made? State Bank of India. So Dravi is the State Bank of India. Pay the payment in the bank on sorry, whose favor the check is drawn. So suppose the pay is my father. So my suppose I'm paying my money to my father. Then the pay is my father. Okay. So who are the three parties? First is drawer. That is basically me, the account holder, who is paying the money. Drawee, that is the bank. It is always the bank. It cannot be any other person other than bank. Okay. And the third party is the payee, to whom the payment is being made. Okay. Now we'll learn what are the contents in a check. So whenever you see a check, these all contents are in a check, on a check. So name and address of the bank. Okay. So the check is of which bank? Okay. So say IDFC Bank or Axis Bank or State Bank of India. All these banks, the name of that particular bank is written, the address of the bank is written. Okay. Date of issue. So when is the check being issued? It is written on the check. Okay. So I signed the check on uh, today is 29th August. Okay. So 29th August ko I signed the check and I am giving the check to the bank to pay the money. So the date of issue will be 29th August. Then name of the payee. So pay, as I said, it is the beneficiary of the payment. Okay, who is receiving the payment, to whom the money is to be paid, in whose favor the payment is being made is called the payee. Okay, so the name of the payee is written. Amount in words or figures. Words and figures. It should be and there. Okay, so suppose I am paying 50,000. So 50,000 will be written in words also, and it will be written in numbers, that is figures also. Okay, why is it done? Because it may happen that sometimes while writing, suppose instead of writing 50,000 I write 5,000, but in words it will be 50,000. So if that misunderstanding happens, if I make a mistake like that, then the bank will confirm with me, okay, whether you have to pay 5,000 or 50,000. So that will be confirmed. Okay. And the next content is name and signature of the account holder. So I am the account holder, so my name will be there and my signature will be there. Without my signature, bank will not accept the check. Bank will not do the payment. Okay. Check number. So the check number is kept for tracking how much money you are paying to whom and everything. So the check number is also important. Then MICR number is also there. So what is the MICR number? The full form is magnetic ink character recognition, and it is a 9-digit number. It is printed on the check. Okay. So what is that check? When you go to a bank with that check, the scanning is done of the check. So all the information of the bank and the account holder, everything is recorded in this MICR number. Okay. So with this, the accurate information will be displayed to the bank account, the person who is handling my check. Okay. So accordingly that check will be processed. Okay. If any information, if it is found false or incorrect or incomplete or anything like that, then my check will not be accepted. Okay. Then IFSC code, again, it has a full form. Okay, the full form is Indian Financial System Code. So IFSC code is an 11 characters alphanumeric number. So what is alphanumeric? It is a mix of alphabets, that is ABCD, and numbers. Okay, so therefore it is called as alphanumeric numbers, and it is 11 characters numbers. Okay, and the last content in the on the check is the account number. Obviously, if I am the account holder, then my account number will be displayed. Okay. Now we'll move to the main part of today's topic, that is the types of checks. Okay, why are we watching the video? We want to know the meaning of a check and we want to know the types of checks. So now we'll move to the types of checks. First type is bearer check. Okay, so bearer check is always said it is not safe. Okay, it is not secure. Now we'll learn the reasons for that. Then there is order check. Now when order check is when the word bearer is struck off, that is it is cancelled. Okay, if it is cancelled, then it is called the order check. Then cross check, you must have heard these names but you don't know the meanings of this. Okay, so cross check, when this sign is on the top left corner. Okay, so suppose if this is the check, then the top left corner, that is this side. Okay, this side, here these two lines, okay, will be there. So when these two lines are there on the check, it is called a cross check. Okay, now what is a cross check? Why do we cross the check? That will not wait. And then there is another type in cross check, that is cross check account pay. Now in cross check there are two lines like this, transversal lines. In cross check account pay also there are transversal lines, but the difference is in cross check account pay, your account pay will be written. Okay, so if account pay is written, then it is called cross check account pay, and if nothing is written, only these two lines are there, then it is called a cross check. Okay, getting it? Now we'll learn the difference between these four types. Now what is a bearer check? It's a bearer check because it can be cashed for cash. Okay, so if I go to a bank with a check, I don't know whose check it is, maybe I've stolen it, maybe it was lost and I picked it up and went to the bank. So the bank can give me the money. Okay, directly the cash will be put in my hand. Okay, so that is, it can be cashed for cash. मेरे हाथ में cash आएगा. Okay, it will not be a bank transaction. Okay, and it is transferable, endorsable. Okay, if I give that money to someone else, okay, then it is transferred. बराबर? या फिर मैं चेक किसी और के हाथ में दूंगी, बोलूंगी मैं मेरे फ्रेंड को दूंगी, उसको बोलूंगी मैं बैंक में नहीं जा सकती, you go and collect the money. तो she can go and collect the money. Okay, so it is transferable in nature. Okay, that is called endorsable. Endorse and transfer दोनों का मीनिंग सेम है. Okay, and safety level, it is least secure, that is बिल्कुल सेफ नहीं है, it's unsafe. Okay, अगर समझो I am going for a picnic or somewhere and I want to pay some say 2000 rupees. Okay, I want to pay it through a check. Okay, पिकनिक रास्ते में किधर मैं अगर चेक भूल गई, या फिर if it gets lost, if someone steals it, then that person, okay, he can or she can go to the bank and encash it. Okay, so it is least secure. किसी और के हाथ में जा सकता है, गलत आदमी के हाथ में जा सकता है पैसा. Okay, order check can also be cashed for cash. Sorry, but it can be only cashed by the pay. Okay, why pay? Because it is an order check. Okay, order check may be crossed or not. Okay, it depends on the type of check. Okay, if it is crossed, then it becomes a order come cross check. Okay, या फिर order come crossed account pay check. Okay, this I have written ulta. Okay, it is crossed account pay check. That check should be here. Now, if it is not crossed, then it is called an order check. Okay, it cannot be called a bearer check. Bearer check में bearer word होता है, order check में bearer word नहीं होता है. Getting it? Now, the third type, sorry, it is also transferable in nature. Okay, किसी और के हाथ में मैं दे सकती हूँ. You go and encash it. उसके हाथ में कैश आ जाएगा. Okay, so and it is more secure than bearer check. Okay, bearer check किसी के भी हाथ में दे सकते हैं वो लोग, मतलब पैसा किसी के भी हाथ में दे सकते हैं, बट ऑर्डर चेक का जो पैसा रहता है वो सिर्फ पे के हाथ में जाता है. Okay, now if it is crossed, then that will be a bank transaction. Okay, इधर पैसा नहीं होगा फिर. अभी क्रॉस चेक में it can be cashed for cash? No, it cannot be cashed. Okay, ये whenever it is a cross check, it is a bank transaction. डायरेक्ट एटीएम टू एटीएम का ट्रांसफर रहेगा, वो मेरे हाथ में कैश आएगा ही नहीं. ओके, सपोज अभी मैं मेरे मम्मी को पैसा देना चाहती हूँ एंड आई एम नॉट एबल टू गिव इट टू हर डायरेक्टली, लाइक नो इफ आई गो टू अ बैंक एंड उधर से मैं पैसा लेके मेरे मम्मी के हाथ में नहीं दे सकती हूँ, इसलिए आई एम ड्रॉइंग द चेक, राइट. सो अभी क्या होगा, मेरी मम्मी जाएगी एंड उस पर क्रॉस अगर होगा, इफ इट इज क्रॉस चेक लाइक दिस और अकाउंट पे लिखा भी नहीं रहेगा तो भी, देन डायरेक्टली मेरे अकाउंट में से पैसा उसके हाथ में नहीं जाएगा, उसके अकाउंट में जाएगा, मेरे मम्मी के अकाउंट में जाएगा. ओके, इफ इट इज नॉट क्रॉस्ड देन मेरी मम्मी के हाथ में कैश देंगे वो बैंक वाले. ओके, I hope you all are understanding, and it is endorsable. Okay, suppose I want to pay it to someone, like say an agent. Okay, तो मेरे एजेंट का नाम मैं लिख सकती हूँ. पैसा किसके हाथ में से जा रहा है, किसके अकाउंट में से जा रहा है, मेरे अकाउंट में से. किसको देना था, मिस्टर ए को, बट एजेंट मिस्टर ए को एजेंट को देना है उसके मिस्टर बी. ओके, द एजेंट इज मिस्टर बी और मुझे किसको पैसा देना है, हु इज द पेई, मिस्टर ए. ओके, अभी मिस्टर ए मुझे बोलेगा मेरे अकाउंट में मत डाल पैसा, मिस्टर बी के अकाउंट में डाल पैसा. ओके, सो आई कैन डू दिस विद द हेल्प ऑफ क्रॉस चेक. ओके, तो it is transferable, it is endorsable. Okay, and it is secure, more secure than order check. Okay, order check it can be or it cannot be cross check. Okay, और ऑर्डर चेक में पैसा आएगा डायरेक्ट कैश. अगर समझो 1000 रुपए के जगह पे दर बैंक वाले ने अगर कुछ मिस्टेक कर दी, 100 रुपए का नोट एक मिसिंग हो गया अगर कैश लेते समय, सो आई विल गेट ओनली 900 रुपीज, राइट. बट इधर ऐसा नहीं होगा क्योंकि दिस इज बैंक ट्रांजैक्शन, तो 1000 रुपए का 1000 रुपए ही आएगा मेरे अकाउंट में. ओके, एक भी पैसा कम ज्यादा नहीं होगा. सो इट इज मोर सिक्योर देन क्रॉस चेक, सॉरी, इट इज मोर सिक्योर देन ऑर्डर चेक. ओके, अभी क्रॉस्ड अकाउंट पे चेक इट इज द मोस्ट सिक्योर. अभी सेम फीचर्स है, द ओनली डिफरेंस इज इट कैन नॉट बी एंडोर्स्ड. ओके, अगर मिस्टर ए आएगा और बोलेगा मुझे पैसा देना है मिस्टर बी को, ओके, सो यू पे डायरेक्टली टू मिस्टर बी, बट मेरा जो चेक मैंने जो एंडोर्स किया है, सॉरी मैंने जो चेक ड्रॉ किया है, on that check it is written like this, cross transversal lines है, उसके अंदर अकाउंट पे लिखा है मैंने. ओके, तो आई कैन नॉट पे इट टू मिस्टर बी. ओके, मुझे मिस्टर ए को पैसा देना था, मिस्टर ए को ही देने का, मिस्टर बी को नहीं दे सकती मैं. ओके, सो इट इज नॉट ट्रांसफरेबल एंड देयरफॉर इट इज द मोस्ट सेफ चेक. ओके, क्योंकि इधर पैसा तो पे के हाथ में जाएगा और कैश भी नहीं जाएगा, डायरेक्ट बैंक ट्रांजैक्शन होगा एंड आई कैन नॉट एंडोर्स इट टू एनीवन. ओके, सो इट इज द मोस्ट सिक्योर चेक. नाउ once again we'll revise all these 4 types. Bearer check is the unsafe one. Okay, it can be cashed. Okay, किसी के पास से भी कैश हो सकता है. अगर कोई चोर जाके बैंक में चेक लेके जाएगा, ये वाला बेरर चेक, तो उसको पैसा मिल जाएगा डायरेक्ट हाथ में. ओके, सो इट कैन बी कैश फॉर कैश. ट्रांसफरेबल, वो चोर बोलेगा उसके साथी को जाके ये चेक बैंक में डाल दे, तो उसके हाथ में आ जाएगा. ओके, एंड देयरफॉर इट इज लीस्ट सिक्योर. ओके, लीस्ट सेफ, अनसेफ है, बहुत अनसेफ है. ओके, ऑर्डर चेक इट इज बेटर देन बेरर चेक. ओके, इधर भी पैसा ही आएगा मेरे हाथ में, बट इफ बट ओनली बाय द पे. ओके, पे कौन है, उसके हाथ में ही पैसा जाएगा, किसी और को पैसा नहीं जाएगा. अगर समझो पे मेरी मम्मी है और मैं बैंक में जाऊंगी, चेक लेके बोलूंगी मेरी मम्मी को पैसा देना था, इसलिए अभी मम्मी नहीं आ सकती इसलिए मुझे भेज दिया, तो मेरे हाथ में पैसा नहीं देंगे वो लोग मेरे मम्मी के हाथ में ही देंगे पैसा. ओके, सो दैट इज बेटर देन बेरर चेक. ओके, इफ इट वाज बेरर चेक तो मेरे हाथ में दे देते वो लोग पूछते नहीं मम्मी को देना है, डैडी को देना है, वो लोग मेरे हाथ में दे देते. ओके, ऑर्डर चेक है इसलिए वो लोग मेरे मम्मी के हाथ में देंगे कैश. इट इज ट्रांसफरेबल, यस इट इज ट्रांसफरेबल. एजेंट को पैसा देना है तो मैं एजेंट को दे सकती हूँ डायरेक्ट पैसा. ओके, एंड इट इज बेटर देन बेरर चेक. क्रॉस चेक इट कैनॉट बी कैश, इट विल बी अ बैंक टू बैंक ट्रांजैक्शन, एटीएम टू एटीएम जाएगा वो पैसा. ओके, कैश नहीं आएगा मेरे हाथ में. देन इट इज अगेन ट्रांसफरेबल. इट इज बेटर देन ऑर्डर चेक. ऑर्डर चेक में एज आई सेड 1000 रुपए की जगह पे 900 रुपए आएगा तो मेरा नुकसान हो जाएगा ना. क्रॉस चेक में ऐसा नहीं होगा बिकॉज इट इज कंप्यूटराइज्ड पूरा. क्रॉस चेक इज द मोस्ट सिक्योर बिकॉज इट इज नॉट एंडोर्सेबल. इधर एंडोर्सेबल ही नहीं है. ओके, so I hope you all have understood this, and in the next lecture we'll learn something more. Okay, so thanks for watching the video. Please like, share and subscribe.